Welcome to Salcedo Paranormal. It is Saturday, January 28th, 2023, and tonight I am covering paranormal news. As always, you can find all of the episodes of the show, along with links to social media and other ways to contact me, at the podcast page, and that is salcedoparanormal.podbean.com. That's SALSIDO paranormal.podbean.com. Always happy to hear from you all, whether you have comments or questions or topic suggestions or stories of paranormal experiences, whether they're your own or they're from others that you trust. Happy to either read those or happy to join me on the show to talk about them. And this is the new plan, the schedule of having a show every day, and so far it's working. So that's how I'm going to do this from now on, I think, as much as possible. So that means tomorrow will be true paranormal stories from the web. So, but I have a couple of news stories here to talk about today, and as always, I include them in the chat channel here, and then I will include them in the episode description on the podcast and YouTube feeds. And thank you all for listening, whether you're here live or you listen to those feeds. Really appreciate it. It's always amazing watching those numbers on those downloads and views. So, let me see here. I believe that covers just about everything. Looking at the chat here and watching all of that. But okay, so both of these stories today are about places that are thought to be haunted, have paranormal activity in them. And yeah, so that's what I have to talk about today. So the first one is it's in Oklahoma. This is from KLAW.com. It says this Oklahoma military post is one of the most active and terrifying haunts in the state. And of course has pictures in the article here. It says that this was built in 1874. And the name is Fort Reno, RENO. So it says for almost 150 years the fort has stood. It was abandoned for a while and even used as a prisoner of war camp. So this is in, let's see here. This is in El Reno, Oklahoma, I guess is how you say that. It started out as a camp, and then it was built into basically construction started on it in 1874 after some major conflicts in the area. Excuse me. It was originally designed apparently to protect the Southern Cheyenne and Southern Arapaho reservations. I'm not sure if I'm saying those names right. But later on it became a U.S. Army cavalry post. Let's see here. Apparently it was later used during World War II. And let's see here, looking at the rest of this here. So even when it was closed, it remained a quartermaster remount depot that was renovated to serve as a POW camp during World War II. So it talks about basically because of all this history with the military, there have been a lot of deaths there in various circumstances. So in apparently the apparitions of the people that are the activity attached to this place are apparitions of both soldiers and prisoners. I'm guessing through different points in time. Um, so I always wonder about that. These military bases, especially when they're used for various purposes throughout decades, over 100 years, how much energy builds up in them. But it says that a lot of the old original buildings and structures are still there, and so it says this is a major hotspot. There are a lot of stories being told about the place, and it's become, it says, a popular place for paranormal investigators to check out. It's a museum now, it says, and a historical site that's open to the public. And let's see here. It has videos of things here. It says that the experiences there include people seeing doors and windows open and close on their own. There have been reports of objects moving by themselves and seeing shadow figures and apparitions and feeling unseen hands and forces. There's also been strange and unusual noises, unexplained voices, and freezing temperature changes. So that's basically it for this article here, but just mentions that the place is open and to look into it for yourself if you want to go check it out. So just always, these places always amaze me, especially the ones that are open to the public like that, at least during different points in time. So but yeah, let me see here. Okay, good. Looks like everything's going okay. But yeah, let's see here. So the other article here is from the Irish Mirror. So irishmirror.ie, it says. It says Irish paranormal hunters left astonished after capturing ghost on camera at 300-year-old castle. So this is about a place called Duckett's Grove, and so let me see here. Apparently, they were given permission to investigate the place where they had a number of sightings. It says, and so they went there to investigate, and so apparently this place was once home to a family, the one that gave it its name, which was the Duckett family, I think that's how you say it. Says that a spokesperson for the investigator said that it was their first investigation of the new year. And let's see here. Apparently, the weather conditions were perfect, it says, for a paranormal investigation. I'm wondering if that means that it was a storm. There's this idea that in a lot of cases, when it's storming, that's putting more energy into the air that might make it easier for things to happen. So they took pictures of the various parts of the property, and they believe they caught things. They have one image here where they said they caught what appears to be a figure looking at the camera. And they have the pictures in the article here, so you all can check them out. It said that from there they took some more pictures in the area, and one of them they found was a picture that they think shows a image of a child. And so basically there just seems to be activity, and it's appearing possibly on camera. I'll leave you all to check out those images on your own to determine what you see, if anything. Um, so it says that according to this investigation group, it's one of the top. This Duckett's Grove is one of the top 3 locations as far as favorite places where they'd want to continue investigating in Ireland there. So says that there was a lot of things going on there besides that. Um, but let me see here. And yeah, so there's just that's just a neat little possible couple of images there of some anomalous things that may have been caught on camera. So, but that's all I have for today. Um, and I think, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all for listening. I'm sorry this is a bit of a shorter one. I guess it's actually not that much longer or shorter than usual. But thank you all for being here and for trying to be here. I see what was going on in the chat there. Thank you all for helping each other get into the channel. I appreciate that. Something that's somewhat hard to do live as I'm doing a stream. I saw that what was going on, but yeah. So thank you all for helping with that. And that way you all can come back and listen and catch the entire show live. But yeah, and then of course this will be up on the podcast and YouTube feeds within an hour or two at the latest. So that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with true paranormal stories from the web on the next episode of Salcedo Paranormal. Take care, everyone.